Okay, alright. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nokpila Chichana Zungo, the student of
Hello
UNISA.
everyone, and
Today,
today I'm
I'm
going to
going
do a
to do a
presentation
presentation
on
which
my
will be
lesson
based
plan
on
for
lesson
mathematics
plan
grade 2.
mathematics for grade 2. The
Yeah,
topic that I'm
the
going
topic
to
is based
present
on addition
is
and
about
subtraction calculation.
addition and
It's my turn to
subtraction
say hello
calculation.
everyone.
Okay, let's firstly check on lesson aim. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to make basic calculation from 0 to 99 using the subtraction and addition sign, right? The learner should be able to add any numbers and subtract any numbers from the mentioned interval. The learner should be able to understand the difference between the used sign of calculation and what each one of them represents in terms of calculation. Okay, they should be able to apply the signs in multiple mathematical problems so to get answers. For instance, in situation whereby the learners are solving object calculation or separation. The learner should be analyze the symbol and use them for balancing equations that are aligned with certain mathematical requirements. Alright? By viewing problem, learners can find the required solution for finding the required answer. Lastly, let's check the final step. Okay, the final step involves learners being able to create their own mathematical problem while applying both the addition and subtraction signs. Okay. Now let's look for LTSM. Under LTSM, we've got smart board, we've got printers, we've got projectors, we've got television, and lastly we've got smart math computer tools. Okay, that's all we've got on LCSM, and we are about to go to the next slide, of which is mm, okay, all right. Let's look for the teaching strategy apply when conducting the lesson. Okay. Firstly, the most preferred strategy that I will apply when I teach them the student will include planning the lesson according to learners' cognitive development skills, providing enough information of which they would be able to apply in the problems on their own. In this way, I will be able to create learners who develop the sense of independent learning throughout their learning careers. That's all. Yeah, that's all. And okay, now on teaching method and style applied when offering the lesson to learners. Okay, let's start for the first um bullet. Bullet number one, collaborative learning style. And we've got the collaborative learning involving pairing learners in different groups as so they can work together in tackling the given academic problem or projects. Okay, the last bullet, this type of teaching method can successfully develop the cognitive by allowing them to work together in finding solution to problem. They will understand the importance of working together for the greater benefits and also collaborate, sharing their different unique knowledges. Yeah. And now let's move to the introduction that connects with prior knowledge and describes the purpose of the lesson and development of content and connects with prior knowledge. Okay, let's start. The learners from a greater part of developing learners to be good mathematicians who are educated and skilled enough to solve most problems. The lesson serves as an introduction to the learner's basic mathematics concepts are as with this foundation embedded in them, they will be able to apply it to the bigger complex problem in their higher grades. Mathematics is not just about calculation, only it equips learners with the necessary skills which allow them to be proficient in answering questions effectively, right? The development of content includes learners being sufficient in both reading and writing as it will benefit them in interpreting the question correctly and it's in addition providing correct answer for them. Learners will complete a series of tasks given as both classwork and homeworks to see their learning process. And now, uh, let's look for assessment offering during the lesson. Okay, there will be question to be asked during the lesson. Let's talk about question number one. The question number one is how much is left when 8 is subtracted from 20? The second question, when 70 is deducted from 99, how much is left? Yeah. The third question says, when adding 65 to 20, what is the answer? And the last one says, when adding 5 to 6 and adding the final answer by 54, what is the total? The possible answer will be 12, 29, 85, and lastly, 11 plus 54 is equal to 65. And now, let's check for homework offered during the lesson. Homework, okay. In homework, learners will project to use homemade stuff such as paper and plastic to make mathematics signs and bring them to school. Okay. Game will be played in playground as such as the identifying numbers of treasure sites and counting them through addition, right? Giving learners home-based homework to make their own research task in terms of where their external environment so gets the answer correctly. Lastly, the final answer will require learners to make mathematical presentation using any home-made resources to get the final answers and each must be unique. And all right, and let's check the reflection on the lesson. Okay, the lesson aim were reached as the lesson were in the end able to use the addition and the subtraction signs when adding and subtracting numbers. The time, however, used was not enough due to the fact that the learning phase between the learners is not the same. Some learners are slow to adapt to capturing information fast. The lesson plan will be adjusted in such a way that the duration time is increased as to cater for all the learners' learning requirement in the classroom. Also, the used material will be simplified for easy understanding. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening on my presentation.